All right. Today we're going to work on solving equations using cube roots. So remember that when you are looking at cube roots, that's the opposite or the inverse of cubing something, all right? And it looks like this. It's the radical with the number 3. Let me circle that right here. That is the cube root symbol. And then it looks like we're going to have questions that are similar to this one. It says, look at this equation, c cubed equals 64. So what is c? The cube root of 64. So we just basically need to figure out what is the cube root of 64. Which looks like this. All right. And then ways to solve this. Well, you need to figure out what number times itself 3 times will give you 64, right? So if that's something that you need to work on, well, that's okay, because all you need to really do is just break it down, all right? So what I like to do is, if you look down here, I like to think what times what is 64, you know, and I keep everything in the cube root. So what times itself 3 times? Well, sometimes you're not going to know that right away. So instead of doing that, well, we know that to get 64, I know that 8 times 8 is 64, right? Now I just need to keep breaking that down so that I can figure out what number times itself 3 times will give me 64. So now I'm going to, let me just shorten that. Now I'm going to think, okay, well, let's break 8 then. I know 4 times 2 equals 8. And so then if I did that for the first 8, I need to do that for the second 8. I know we have 4 times 2 again. All right. Now remember, this is the cube root, so I need 3 digits of the same digit. So looking at this, all right, I have 4 digits. I have the number 4 and then the number 2, all right? And then the 4 and the 2 again, multiply together. I only want 3 digits. So looking at this, what numbers can I combine in order to make one digit that is multiplied by itself 3 times? Well, I know right away that I can do 2 times 2 to make 4, right? And then I would have the cube root of 4 times 4 times 4. All right. And so basically my answer would be 4. All right. This whole time we were trying to figure out what that single number was, or that multiplies itself by 3 times. So that's one way to figure it out. Sometimes you probably already know the perfect cubes, so you don't even have to do this. But in situations that you may have to think it through, this is one of the ways that you can use to do this. All right, so let's go ahead and try a problem. All right, so we're looking at k cubed equals 1. So what is k? All right, so we're looking at the cube root of 1. Well, I know that 1 times itself is 1, so the answer must be 1 times itself 3 times, all right, because that still equals 1. All right, so the answer must be 1. All right, and then this one is just like the one we did earlier. All right, so we have 64 again. So I'm going to put 4 in there right away. Now 27. So we have the cube root of 27. I know 9